Hi, I'm the Smoking Elk, and today I'm going to be cooking this tri-tip on the Joe Junior. So the tri-tip is found at the bottom end of the sirloin. It's called a tri-tip because it's slightly triangular in shape and it's at the tip of the sirloin. Now, it's quite a lean cut, but just because it's lean doesn't mean it isn't damn tasty, because this is a very tasty cut. It's got a nice meaty flavour to it. And just because it's lean doesn't mean it's not going to be tender as well, because when cooked right, this is tender as anything. So I'm going to show you how we trim it, and then we're going to cook it on the Kamado Joe Junior. We're going to be using Jess Pryles' method. Now, you may have seen, if you watched the lockdown barbecue show, we had Jess Pryles on as a guest. Now, she uses the method for any steak, which is called Just Keep Flipping, JKF. And the premise is, rather than doing the reverse sear, which is obviously very popular, you just, any size steak, it doesn't matter if it's 1 inch thick, half an inch thick, 2 inch thick, as long as you just keep flipping every minute or so, you're going to build up that crust, you're going to build up that sear, you're going to build up that caramelisation, and you're not going to kind of overcook it on the outside, and it's going to be rare in the middle. Because you keep flipping it and flipping it and flipping it, you're giving it chance to cook evenly throughout. So I have done it before. I've done it on a tomahawk and it worked great. Never tried it on a cut this thick. On the tri-tip, so we're going to be doing it on the Joe Junior. We're going to go over there and fire that up, but first up we're going to trim this. So we're just going to trim away this kind of excess horrible fat here, and you can see there, under there, we've got some silver skin there as well. We don't want that, so we're just going to trim away all this nasty fat, especially if we're going to be just cooking this direct all the way. This is just going to cause flare-ups, it's going to cause fire, flames, and it's going to make your beef taste acrid in a bonfire. So let's get this trimmed up. So that's it trimmed. Now I've got a mix here, salt and pepper, kosher salt and cracked black pepper. So I'm just going to go ahead and coat this fairly liberally all over the meat. So that's our tri-tip seasoned. We're going to go over to the Kamado Joe Junior, fire it up, get it nice and hot, nice and searing temperature, and then we're going to crack on and cook this bad boy. So we've got the Joe Junior lit, we've got it nice and hot, nice fierce heat there. So we're just going to go ahead and just pop our tri-tip on. We're going to leave it a couple of minutes just to start building up a nice crust on there, nice bit of sear, and then we're going to flip it for another couple of minutes, and then after that we're just going to flip it every minute and just keep flipping and flipping and flipping until we're done. So we've been flipping, flipping and flipping. We've got a lovely colour on here now, a lovely crust. It's hit 52 degrees Celsius internal temperature. So I'm now going to take this off and we're going to rest it. We need to rest this for about 15 minutes. So let's get this rested. This is the hard part. We've got to wait now for this to rest, because if you cut into this straight away, you're going to lose all the juices. Those muscle fibres are going to contract and it's going to be chewy. So 15-minute rest. See you then. Okay, so as you saw there, we kept flipping and flipping and flipping over a lovely high heat in the Kamado Joe Junior. So we built a lovely crust on here. Smells incredible, it looks nice and juicy. I've taken it off at 52 degrees internal temperature, and this has now been resting for about 12, 13 minutes. So it looks good, it feels good. the temperature's right. Like I said, I've never cooked a bit of meat this thick before, direct all the way. So this is new to me. Hopefully it's turned out all right, because this is a lovely bit of meat and it'd be a shame if it was ruined. Now, we're gonna slice into this and see how we've done. Now with a tri-tip, you want to be careful how you slice it, really important, because like I said, it's a leaner cut. So if you slice it with the grain, you're going to end up with those long muscle fibres. So if you slice it with the grain, you're going to end up with those long muscle fibres. They're going to be chewy, so you want to cut across those muscle fibres. So you're breaking them down and it'll make it easier to chew, easier to eat, more tender. So we've got the muscle fibres are running along here, and then when we get to here, they're kind of running this way. So we're just going to slice this in half, and then we can slice along there, and then again along there like that. So we're going to take the beast, the Dowstrung Devastator, and like I said, let's just get this off my serving board, because we don't want to go scratching the serving board up now, do we? So we've got the juices there, let's not waste those juices. So we're just going to kind of slice this in half. So let's have a look, the moment of truth, see how we've done. The knife just slipped through there. Oh yes, we have done good. That's a lovely pink there, it's nice and soft. Show you there, look, you can see it's nice and pink, nice and soft. Okay, so let's take our knife and start slicing across the grain, like so. And it's a beautiful pink, it's blushing. It's got a lovely crust. I mean, this is a new knife, and it's hitting that crust, so you can tell it's got a nice crust. Oh yes, we have done exceptional. Not going to slice all the way through because we want it nice and warm when we go in, but just take a look at that. Take a look at that. That is absolutely beautiful for me. So that's that end cut, and again, like I said, muscle fibres I can see just about are going across this way. So let's just move that over and just slice. And we're just going to slice across those muscle fibres again. And again, it's a beautiful pink throughout. Now, we're going to have a taste. Like I said, it's cooked well, the colour's good, the crust is good. Let's just go in and have a taste of that. That's good. That is really good. The flavour of that crust, where we just kept flipping it and flipping it over the direct heat, building up the caramelisation. That is a beautiful crust on a beautiful piece of steak. Let's take a bit from this part of the muscle. This is the tenderest part. Oh. Absolutely beautiful. So that's taken about half an hour to cook. As you can see, it was quite a big joint of meat, but it's cooked perfectly. Lovely and pink, lovely medium rare, lovely crust. The flavour is exceptional. It's nice and tender. There's juices running everywhere. I don't care. I'm going to take this in, serve it up, dig in. Thank you again for watching my videos. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, but if you do like them, please hit that subscribe button and I'll continue to make more for you. So let's go in, dig in. Thanks again for watching. You've been brilliant. I've been the Smoking Elk, and I'll see you again next week.